Dave Snyder. It's Sunday, September the 16th, 2012, and it's just just keeps going on. It just gets deeper and deeper every day with this subject here. I mean, it's every day I work on it for just like 15 minutes there, half hour there, hour there, and I'll work on it, but I work on it every day, and every day I discover something that just proves it even more every time. I mean, every day I do. I discover more and more evidence every day. It just piles up. I mean, there's no way that if these pictures are correct, that the moon didn't hit the Earth. The moon has hit the Earth. If this picture is a picture of, if it's a real picture of this crater, the way you see it on, the way it looks on the moon, you have no choice. There's no way around it. The moon has hit the Earth. Let me just show you here. Okay, so this crater, I just overlaid this here, but about a week and a half ago or so, I made a video about this ring of clouds that I had. You can see where it was located. It was up here on the Earth, right here. Okay, it was right up here. You can see there's the North American west coast right there, right? And I noticed that weather pattern right off in the Pacific there, and I put what I thought it was mare imbrium. I put it in there, and it fit really good, and it either one it shapes mare oriental shapes mare imbrium basically is what I'm going to get to. Because you see this mare imbrium did fit in here. Let me pull it up real quick, if I can find it. This might take a minute. Oh, great. Oh, here we go. Okay. So it should be this one right here. Okay, so this fits in here, and we can see all the shapes were in place in this one. See how this curve is right here? This curve that goes here. It hit the same spot where Mare Oriental had hit at one time, is what my theory is, because this does fit in here, and you can clearly see that big area up there. You can see that area of clouds right there. Weather patterns tell all. Trust me, they tell all, and I'm going to show you right now how that works. Okay, let me leave the clouds on, turn that off. So that's what I showed in my video. I showed that one fitting in there, and I should have known better to start with that one. I should always start with Mare Oriental, anyways, because it fits all over the Earth. It's just like the magic crater, shapes the whole planet, shapes every continent entirely. Okay, it does. Okay, so here we go. This is the crater. I just did this about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. I put it down. I said, well, I was going through stuff that was untitled, and I ran across this ring of clouds. I decided to just take a look at it, clicked on it, and then I said, well, what the hell? I'll just put Mare Oriental in there and see how it fits. Okay, it took me like all of 15 seconds to line it up. I mean, you can see. First of all, this is what I lined up first, right here, and you can see this in the clouds, a whole bit. See the ring in the clouds right there? Look, it's hard to see because this is an overlay. That's a ring. It's the same thing as it's right there. It doesn't show the whole ring, but that's right in place. It's all right in place. And then check out this side. Check this side out. Okay, here, look at these lines. See this line right here that comes up at an angle right here? See this line that comes up at this angle right here? There's like here, just take a look. See how the clouds do the same thing? The weather patterns show everything. They tell you right where the moon's hit the Earth. You can't get around that. They don't lie, and that's, I mean, other people got to know that. Look at that. See the curve comes around, and then this line comes through here. Look at that. It's the same thing. Here, sometimes you got to be backed off a little bit to see good. Look at that. Look at the side over here where it comes out to an angle like this. It does the same thing on the moon crater. It comes down like this and out like this. You can see the same thing. Look. Right up to the lines. That's a big one. It fits right in there too. Look at that. How this curls right, the clouds curl right through that area there. Right there. And then see how it's all open at the bottom? See how there's high ridges around the outside of this here, and then right here, it's either we're looking straight down at it, or there's probably high ridges there, but it's just that we're looking straight down at it. But this, I think it would look the same as this too. So this is, you can see where it blows out the bottom, basically. It blows out the bottom right there, and you see the open part of the clouds right there. Okay, when I found the ring of clouds the second time, it was over here, and it was a fully encircled circle right up here. It looked almost like this, but it was fully enclosed. This one here, this crater fits right in there. Again, showing that what this crater basically shaped Mare Imbrium by hitting the same spot. That spot hit the same spot that this one hit before it. So this one shapes everything to begin with, and then everything else hits where these hit before. And I mean, Tycho, you can put Tycho right inside this crater. Antarctica fits right inside this crater. Greenland fits right inside this crater. North America, South America, Africa, everything. The Pacific Ocean, it all fits. The Marianas Trench, this crater has hit there. I'm telling you. This is the Mayan calendar. This has got the pyramid on the top of it, just like the Mayan calendar. It is a picture of the Mayan calendar. Believe me, that's what they talk about at the end of time, or whatever they talk. The final, the age we're in, or whatever. That's what it is. That's what the Mayan calendar is a picture of, right there. See the spikes coming out the side of it, all around the outside. See how it's round. See how it's multiple ringed, and see how it's got like a face in the center with the tongue sticking out. You can see it. Look at that different ways. If you look at it like this, you can see it. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can see it. It all just ties itself together. There's no way that it has not. The weather patterns just showed you. I put that in place, and it just, again, there you go. See how it's all curved right up here at the top? This big area, it changes right there. Look at this. Same thing. Look at this round here. Look. See this big round area here? Clouds. See why it's round? Okay. See the line that comes. I mean, it just amazes me. Amazes me. People aren't following. It just takes a little bit of common sense to actually see what I'm trying to point out here. Okay, it really does. Just take a little bit, and a little less. You know, if you've never measured the moon yourself, let me put it that way. If you've never measured the moon yourself, if you don't know how to measure it yourself, then you really shouldn't be trusting NASA to tell you what size the moon is. I'll tell you right now. Just look at it this way. Okay, say the moon had gold and diamonds all over it, right? And it had hit the Earth. Do you think they would tell you it hit the Earth? Fuck no, they wouldn't tell you it hit the Earth. Fuck no. You'd have to be out of your mind to think that. Like I always say, they would not tell you, because then you'd be able to say, well, if it hit the moon, I know there's diamonds here on the Earth, and I know there's gold over here on the Earth. Let's just see where the moon hit that area there, and see where that, since the moon's hit the Earth 8 times about, if that same spot hits another spot on the Earth, there's probably going to be gold there too, and maybe there'll be diamonds right in that same spot over there where that hit there too. See, that's why they don't tell you. And besides, it wouldn't tell you anyway. You got to think, remember who you're dealing with. You're thinking, NASA. They're just might as well be straight Nazis. So they are, basically. And if you work for NASA, well, you're part of the Nazi group then. That's all I can say. You're part of the problem. Part of the cover-up. The full cover-up. I mean, all day long I could sit here and prove it. If you were sitting right here I got a big screen, you can sit right here and you'd see everything that I'm talking about. But when people watch the videos, it must be too small on their screen or something, because they just don't. Some people do. I think there's the few people that do see it actually do have big screens, probably like I do. You almost have to. I mean, when I was using a 20-inch before this, and it was not enough. I had to wear glasses, and I could still barely see. But look at that. That's right there. It is so there. And you won't see that weather pattern for a while. That weather pattern is from a week and a half ago. It was up here, just like I said. It was right here, right where you can see it. It's right here, right there. And it's gone now. I'll turn it off. But I always look every day for new ones like that. That's what I look for when I look at the weather patterns. And these things, I always think they're hiding some patterns right here. Look, they won't give you the weather for that spot because they're hiding something right there, I think. Oh yeah, definitely. That's for sure. And they do that a lot at the South Pole too. See this area right here? This is This is, you know what this is showing today? It's showing a perfect little print that would tie it all together. I'm telling you, this right here is an absolute direct impact by that crater I just showed you. It fits absolutely perfect there too. Same with the North Pole, and you can check it yourself if you don't believe me. You know, I'm just getting, I just see so much of this, and people just can't believe it. It almost starting to get funny. It really is. Really disappointing, to say the very least. Disappoints me that people put so much faith in stuff that they don't even know about. You know, you watch a few documentaries on TV and you think they're telling you the truth. You think you know what you're talking about. You don't. You don't. You do not. If you don't know that this has happened, then you don't know. You don't. You just don't know. You need to find out, because it's likely to happen again someday. It's good to know. If you don't want to know, then fine. Don't watch the rest of the video. Don't watch any of my videos. You know, don't bother me. I'm not even watching my view count anymore. Just, you know, put the videos up there to vent, basically, because I can't sit here. I'm sitting here by myself, and I can't hold all this in because it's just too much. Too much. It's too much to know. I don't like knowing so much that nobody else knows. It's uncomfortable, to say the least. It's very uncomfortable knowing something like this that nobody else knows, and everybody else will fight you and battle with you over the subject, because they are completely wrong. They are totally wrong. I hate to say, but if you don't agree with this, you haven't looked, and you're wrong. I'm telling you. I got enough smarts to figure out what's going on. I mean, I can see it clearly right in front of us. It's right in front of you too. Right in front of you too. So, you know, if you're interested in science and you don't know this, I think you need to just give it a chance. Try it out for a couple hours. Figure out how to do it. I got a video that shows you how to do it. I mean, I just do it. I don't do it because I'm for the end of the world. I'm saying, the moon hits the Earth. It shapes the Earth. It has shaped every continent. Every continent. That crater, mostly that one crater, and you can see it everywhere on the Earth. That crater fits everywhere on the Earth. If you just enlarge it, reverse it, and overlay it onto Google Earth, you can put it in any continent. Look at this. Look at the continents. Come on. Look at that. It's that's round. What's that from? Sitting at the pole? Maybe it was from being at the pole, but this is at the pole now, and this has been directly impacted by the moon. I guarantee you 100% that is an impact. This whole center fits in that mirror-oriented crater perfectly. And then I've used the rock structure to prove it. And then the weather patterns prove it. There's so much proof that it just makes your head spin. There's more proof than you can ever get to prove that it hasn't hit the Earth. Let me put it that way. You could never build up enough evidence to prove that it hasn't. And I've got all kinds of evidence to show that it has. And like I said, I challenge anybody to prove me wrong, and nobody's done it yet. Nobody can do it. They just come off saying, "Well, first of all, this is that." Well, first of all, have you checked that yourself? I don't believe any data from NASA. So I mean, anything that they say is obviously incorrect, because they don't tell you it's hit the Earth. I don't get. Maybe it is the size they say, but they don't tell you that it's hit Earth, and so since they cover that fact up, and since the prints on the Earth show that it's bigger, then they're full of shit. They're liars. They're liars right off the bat. I don't believe they went to the moon. I don't believe any of it, because they don't tell you this part, the most important part, that it hits the Earth. And that's, if they lie about that, and it's very easy to find out if they are. You can find out if they are really easy, all on your own. And if they are lying about that, that's the most important thing. So they're lying about everything. They never fucking went to the moon. I'm telling you. Don't be an idiot.